what's going on, what's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I wanted to talk about, how to date chicks who aren't going to waste your time and waste your money, okay? So, when it comes to dating, right, it's always this issue of, who's going to pay, who's doing this, who's doing that, what should you do on the first date, all these other different things. And so what happens is a lot of you guys out there, you go on a lot of first dates, you put out some money to pay for this or pay for that, and then sometimes you don't hear from this girl again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nothing happens. So it's like you put out this money, and then let's say you're dating multiple women or going on multiple dates or whatever, and you're putting out all this money and nothing is happening, right? Now, a lot of people have the thought process of, they say, well, whoever asks should pay. Whoever is the one who asks the person out should pay, right? Now, that would only make sense if men and women were equally approaching each other and asking each other out. And we know that's not true. We know that the man is the one who 90-something% of the time is going to go and ask the woman out and all that other shit, right? So that whole shit is bullshit about whoever asks should pay. So you're basically saying the man has to always pay. You understand? Now, you're going to have also women who they equate you paying or not, or how much you pay to how much you like them. So they feel like if you go out on a date with them and you take them somewhere that's not too expensive, or you buy them, you do some cheap shit, they'll look at it as like, oh, well, he doesn't like me because he only did this, or, he, asked me to pay for this or whatever. So then they take that sort of as like an insult or whatever. So you have women out there that's like that, right? But, what I wanted to really talk about in this video is how to really date chicks who are not going to waste your time and money. And the way that you get your time and your money wasted is going on all these dates, and, you're paying for them, and then nothing ever comes about it, right? And see, the thing is this, is that when you're going out with a woman, right, you and her are basically, doing the same things. You get dressed, you look nice, you guys come to, you guys go to a certain place, you hang out, you're giving her attention, she's giving you attention. So all these things are happening, and it's sort of like an equal playing field. You guys just getting to know each other. You're seeing if, you like her, she likes you, whatever, right? But what happens is, the difference when it comes to you is that you're the one who's expected to pay. Do you understand? You're the one expected to put in the money, right? Now, the woman isn't expected to do this, right? So she's not expected to pay or whatever. So she's just hanging out, having a good time without having to, invest anything else. Because the thing is, when you are going out on a date, you're investing your time on this date, and she's investing her time on that date, right? If, she took time to get ready, you took time to get ready. So it's still, you see all that, it's even. Then when it comes to the money, it's you who is going to, usually who's expected to pay, right? This is why usually I say, if you're going to go date, do it cheap or whatever like that, right? But see, the thing is this, is that, when you're out here dating women, right, what you want to do is you want to create a situation where she is also investing something, right? Because this is what a lot of women say, because I talk about this all the time, where I'm like, people should go Dutch on the first date, or, a chick should put some money up on the first date. And a lot of women get offended when I say this stuff. And I'm like, look, if you're going on date after date after date as a woman, like, she's going on all these dates, but she's not putting in any money, she's not losing any money. So then it's just like whatever to her, right? But if you are trying to date, and you're trying to, date around and date different women and find different women or whatever, you're expected to put out that money. And then that's what usually happens, right? So what I do is I like to evaluate, the chicks that I'm dealing with, and I like for them to put in something on the date. You understand? Because I've had women tell me, hey, oh, it's not about that. It's about, if this girl likes you, she wants to see that if you're the type of guy who can protect and provide for her and yada, yada, yada. right? But when you're on a date, you're getting to know this girl. You don't know if you want to protect or provide for her specifically. Do you understand? So you're getting to know. So why is it that you have to, always put out all this money and you're the only one doing it? And for that, you're not making a choice that this is the girl you want to be your girlfriend or whatever. You're still getting to see that and getting to know that the same way she's still getting to see and to get to know she wants to still see you, right? But you're expected to put out the money, right? So what I do is that when I date a chick or if I go out with her, what I want her to do is put up some type of money in the situation, right? So usually what I do is, and this also like sort of gives me an idea of what type of girl I'm dealing with. This gives me an idea if I want to continue to see her based off of the type of responses she's giving me when we're in these situations. So what I do is I see if the girl is going to put up some money, right? So for example, if I go out to get drinks with a chick, right? So what I do is I either fall back to see if she's going to volunteer to pay for a drink, or I suggest her to pay for a drink. So falling back would be me. We meet up, whatever, we're at the spot, and then I'll, get me and her a drink and I'll pay for it, right? So we're drinking our drink, we're talking or whatever. And now I'm falling back. I'm not saying anything about her buying a drink or whatever. I'm just seeing if she'll suggest to buy it. Now, I've been in situations where the girl, she would like, hey, let me get the next round, or I'll, our drinks will be done. And she'd be like, hey, do you want another one? And then she'll, pay for the drink, right? So what that's saying to me is that this girl is actually putting in something. She's not just here just to, be here for me to spend all my money on her. She's not here just to take, you understand? Like, she's bringing something to the table in this situation. See, a lot of women have the excuse. I was talking to this lady online the other day. She was like, oh, but, a woman might do other things for you later. Like when you guys get together, she'd cook for you and she'd be, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, that's later on down the line if she decides that she wants to still see me. I'm talking about right now in this situation. What is she putting in? You understand what I'm saying? So I fall back and I see if this girl is going to put in some shit, right? Now, sometimes the girls do, sometimes the girls don't, right? Now, that's just me falling back to see. Now, sometimes I will suggest her putting something in, so it would go something like this. Like we be, I meet her at the bar, whatever. Hey, what's up? How you doing? And then I would say out loud to her, be like, hey, listen, I'm going to get the first round, right? So what it does is that it implies that she's going to get the second one. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, I've said that in certain situations, and so I say, hey, I'm going to get the first round, and then she's like, cool, and then when the first round's done, and the bartender comes around and asks for another thing, if we want anything else, she gets the second round because she, already propped that up for that to happen, right? I remember one time I was on a date, and I said this to, this girl. I was like, hey, I'll get the first round. And then as the first round was done, right, I'm sitting there waiting for her to get the second round, and she wouldn't get the second round. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the bartender came up to us. You understand what I'm saying? And then the bartender was like, hey, do you guys want anything else? And so I'm looking at her. She's sitting there all silent, like she ain't saying nothing. And I'm like, do you want something else? And then she's like, yeah. And then I'm like, all right, cool. So then we ordered the drinks. The lady comes with the drinks. And this girl is not even taking out her wallet, nothing. And so I paid for the joint. And then right after I was done with that drink, I got the fuck out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see if this girl is the type of girl who puts something in, or if she's going to expect for me to do everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, this is the little interesting part about this situation, is that sometimes it's not even necessarily the girl's fault, because sometimes this chick has been brought up to think that a guy is supposed to just pay for everything and do everything. Do you understand? And then she thinks that if he doesn't do that, then, oh, he doesn't like me or whatever, right? Or sometimes if you, you do this, There's going to be certain girls who, you know, the fact that you've suggested for her to put in some money, she's going to assume like, oh, this guy is cheap or blah, 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 blah. And then she might not want to call you again. Do you understand? But the thing is, what you're looking for when you're doing this, you're looking for if this woman puts in something that on that date, because that what that does is that it usually suggests that she's the type of girl who actually brings something to the table and isn't going to expect you to just do everything for her. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's going to reciprocate because she's reciprocating right now in the situation. Especially, you know, it's even really good when a girl reciprocates without you even sort of suggesting it, or she just sort of takes it upon herself to try to add something in. So it's the same way if, let's say, you're going to eat dinner or something like that, or, you know, you're getting something to eat and the bill comes and she automatically tries to, you know, take out her wallet to pay for half or whatever it is, or pay for the tip or whatever it is. She's trying to do something. So it's showing that she's actually trying to put something in. Now, you know, I know a lot of you guys out there, you've been conditioned and been taught that, oh, the man always has to pay. So the thing is, you know, you can still pay if you want, if that's your thing. You understand what I'm saying? But pay attention to the fact that she actually tried to put something in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when you start to date, you know, that type of girl more, like that girl who put something in, if you go on a second date, third date, whatever, continue to see her, then she's most likely the type of chick. If you were looking for a girlfriend, if you was, you know, chilling with a chick that you want to just, you know, be with for a while or whatever it is, right? That girl is, you know, a better type of woman to be with and to share your time with and to have a relationship with, because she's showing you from the jump that she is willing to put something in. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's not just there to, you know, sort of whatever. You understand? And then what happens is you have a lot of women out there who will date guys just to get free meals. You have a lot of women out there who will, you know, since they're not putting anything in, they don't feel like they lost anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times if you're dealing with a chick who she just sort of expects you to do everything, that's sort of like the tone of the relationship of how it's going to go. You understand? Again, you have those women who've been brought up to think that a guy's supposed to be always putting up the money and doing all this other stuff because it's a sign that he's going to provide and protect for her and all this other craziness. And see, that's sort of like this arrogance of thinking, oh, this guy who's dating me automatically wants to do that for me. You know, if you flip it around, that's kind of like you saying, well, you know, this girl that I'm on a date with should, you know, just give me head because, you know, I got to see if this chick is the type of chick who can give me head, right? Because if we get into a relation, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nah, we still both getting to know each other, right? So the thing is that, you know, you want to basically see if this girl is going to put something in. It's very important to see that, because what happens is a lot of the times when I've went out with women who, it was kind of like me paying for the shit, like it'd be a first date and I pay for everything and I wouldn't even say anything. I'll just see if she was going to, and she didn't do anything, you understand? And then I would go out with her again and it'll be the same shit. She wouldn't put in anything, you understand? And then what happens is sometimes I'll probably go on 2 or 3 dates with these girls and nothing would fucking happen. Do you understand? We have no sex. All of a sudden, some girls will hit me up and be like, hey, you know, I had a good time, but I feel like, you know, we don't make a good match, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, so you couldn't have told me this the first date, but it's like the third date. And I, like, what? So my thing is that when you get a chick to put in, or if you see or you notice or you watch out for if she's going to put in if you fall back, right? You can see what type of chick you're dealing with, because 90% of the women who've actually put in something on the date were women that I've been with and did stuff with, and they've continuously brought something to the table, put more in or put something in throughout the relationship, how long that relationship was between me and her. It wasn't a relationship where it was just me doing this, me doing this, me doing this. You understand? Like, there was this one other girl I went out on a date with. We went to 3 different bars. We went to this one spot, and we went to another spot, and then we finally went to this like last spot because it was like the only thing open. The whole time she did not put in any fucking money. And the thing was, I was basically on purpose peeping this out. I'm like, okay, let me see if she's going to do it when we go to this spot. Let me see if she's going to do nothing. You understand? And then I was like, okay, and then so, she hit me up again, and I was like, all right, cool, let's get together. We got together, we went to the movies. I got to the movies, got the ticket. I'm like, all right, let me see if she'll at least buy some popcorn and put in something. Nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's putting in nothing. And the reason why I say that you need for them to put in something was because if they put in something, they're actually investing something in. Do you understand? They're not gonna feel like they're not gonna want to waste their time, or they're not gonna want to waste their money on some dude or some situation that they're not really feeling. The reason why a lot of girls will go on dates and just sort of be like whatever with it is because they didn't really have anything to lose. You understand? They had nothing to lose. They got dressed up just like you got dressed up. They met you at the place just like you met them at the place. They give you attention just like you gave them attention. But the difference was you put up some money. What did she do? What is she doing in that situation? What is she doing in that situation? You see what I'm saying? And so what I notice is that the girls who, that didn't put anything in, and I just sort of kept seeing them or tried to keep seeing them, 9 times out of 10, nothing happened. You understand? Or what happened is the couple of dates we went on, it was like me putting in, most of the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So what's really the point of doing that? And then to continue to try to do that and chill with a girl like that if nothing's really coming about it and she's not putting anything up. Versus you're dealing with a girl who actually, doesn't mind to put something in a world. This is the society we live in the society that says, don't do that. Make the man do all the stuff. And she's like, no, I'm willing to put this up to contribute. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which girl do you want to continue to see, right? So then what happened was, after a while, I stopped dating women who wouldn't put things in on the first date. You understand what I'm saying? I just was like, okay, she ain't putting nothing in, we're done. You understand? Like if I suggest, hey, yeah, you get the next round, or let's say if you go to the movies or something, I get the tickets, you get the popcorn, and she has like an attitude, or she's looking at you all funny. No, you're good. I'm done. I'm good. You understand? And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm telling you from personal experience. I'm telling you from, my close friends tell me the same shit. People that I've coached, where if you're dealing with a woman who feels like that you have to do all of this other, extra shit for her up front without her having to do anything, you're most likely going to be dealing with a woman who is not going to be bringing anything to the table, even if you do end up getting with her and all that other stuff. You don't want any type of chick like that in your situations. You understand? You want to deal with a chick who is going to put something in at the moment and not look at it as, it's something, oh my God, I can't believe he asked me to pay on the first date. Like, what? You understand? She got to put something in. You understand? So let these chicks put some shit in, fall back and see if they do it. Suggest for them to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Look, like, hey, look, I got this round, you get the next round, and then see how she responds, see how she reacts. You understand? Because that's going to tell you a lot about this particular girl that you're dealing with. And again, you're going to have some girls who are going to feel a certain way because you suggested that they put in some money. They're like, oh, this guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to call him again because, he wanted me to pay for some stuff. But either way, isn't that a good thing that this chick is not calling you again? Because look at how she's reacting and acting to that situation. Do you really want a girl or to deal with a girl where her mindset is like that? You understand what I'm saying? Where she's feeling upset at the fact that you asked her to contribute. You understand what I'm saying? So, guys, understand that is the benefit to having her put some shit in, because it shows you the type of girl she is. You understand? It shows you that she is most likely going to be the type of woman who is going to contribute. Now, let me say this. If a girl doesn't put in, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't necessarily mean that, she's selfish or she won't bring anything to the table. Some women have been taught And they're conditioned to think that a guy has to put in all the stuff, and to think that if he doesn't do that, then that means he doesn't really like her, and blah, 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 blah. So there are going to be girls who are like that, right? But what I'm saying is to focus more on the women who are going to put some shit in. Those are the ones who you should continue to see more of and to deal with more, versus the other type of women who don't want to put anything in, all right? So that's pretty much it. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below. Also, go to Bad Boy Membership, where you can get my audio program, how to go on dates for $10 or less, okay? So make sure you make that happen, all right? So I'm out of here, guys. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.